Okay, everyone, welcome. Today I just thought I would make a short video showing how to build this mini fighter jet that I've designed. It doesn't use any aileron, so all the controls come from helicopter engines, which would, in my opinion, it would make it quite versatile from attacks, and it's not very tall or wide either. So because I'm not very good at remembering exactly how to build things, I'm just going to be copying pieces across but explaining how you build them. So start with the cockpit in the middle. You could maybe change it for different C, but you might have to add some extra blocks to make the dimensions correct, because it relies on the cockpit being 5 blocks long to get all the connection points onto it. Then you get 2 dragon jets on either side. This is the only thrust that you'll need. Then you can get these 2 small wedge pieces at the back there. I used to use that to help with aerodynamics, so it identifies it as being a block in the gap there, so there's no bad aerodynamics going into these stackable helicopter engines, but it's also not attached to them. So these are 2 stackable helicopter engines. I do have them facing into each other, but they don't need to be, and I had them set to a speed of 6. So then get another 2 wedge pieces on the other end, again just for aerodynamics, and then I got 2 blocks at the end of there. So now let's move on to the front. Inside here I have another stackable helicopter engine. Let me just give you the speed on that. So with a speed of 4, set to A and D, and then these 2 before I forgot to mention are set to W and S. Mine here does look a bit different because I've added lots of shield pieces to make it look nice, but you don't need those shield pieces. Then I would get a block on the inside there and get 4 tiny cannons on the front. Just like that. So now just need to add lots of these wings so it flies straight. So add these 2 powered simple tail fins directly behind the dragon jets, like push up against them. It will connect the these 2 stackable helicopter engines to the rest of the plane. Then you can get 4 powered small tail fins, and let's put them along the bottom there just like so. So these 2 at the front push up against the dragon jets, and these 2 just push up against those, all on the first connection point of the stackable helicopter engines. Then you need 2 flat connector 1x3s to connect this back part to the stackable helicopter engines, which using the wings are connected to the cockpit, which is also connected to the front. Then you need 2 powered small tail fins on the back there just to keep it flying straight, and another 2 powered small tail fins on either side. So these 2, I like to have them facing down so it looks neater from the top, like all flat, but you can really position them however you want as long as they're vertical like this. And then there's these 2 on either side, directly above the last connection point of the flat connector 1x3. It would probably be possible to move them forwards, but I just like having them backwards because in my opinion it looks neater. Then you just finally need 2 powered small tail fins at the front. It might be easier to build this in mirror mode, but you don't have to. You can do it how I've done, but it's all perfectly symmetrical, so you should be able to use mirror mode. So this is the plane. think I inverted the controls at some point. Yeah. So these two, you need to just make sure they're not inverted. So if you can't be bothered going through seeing the controls again, you can just set the speed to -6, because they'll actually just make them go in reverse. There you go. That's proper rotation now. So, yep, that's how it flies. So the servo on the front gives roll, and the two at the back give pitch. Just to show you, if I come over here, you can get a bunch of shield pieces, and just put them on the bottom and around the front servo, and also along the top there, just so if you put decals on there, it looks a bit neater, but you don't need them. I just like to have them there. So there's the shield pieces, it just covers up the servo a bit. So I'm just gonna use. You can also add a powered tail fin to the back there for extra stabilization, but I find the two powered small tail fins at the back here do just fine. So, yeah, that's the plane. Of course, if you take out some things like the cannons and maybe some of the servos, you could definitely make this a lot smaller, maybe even make it run off one jet engine, but I find it's most reliable with built like this. If you do hold one of the controls for too long, or if you hold up or down for too long, it will start going into an uncontrollable spin like this. When you let go of the control, the tail fins will make it go straight again. Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure I've posted this to the workshop, but I'll just post it again. I'll probably call it simple small fighter jet, but I'll probably leave that in the description to the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.